What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today I'm gonna make you fall in love with Dua again. That's coming up next, and this is Eau So Fraiche. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name is Mega Dave, and this is my channel, Eau So Fraiche, and I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed the content. Also, think about subscribing and hitting me decent right there down in the bell. That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. And today, been gone for a little while, been busy doing the thing, but we back and we're doing a top 10. What else would I do? Let's get it. All right, so with the air being all frigid and cold, and I'm just sitting here in a t-shirt because thank God I got a little bit of money to pay for the heat. Otherwise, where I live, it's like 40 degrees outside and it's just going down and down. And I ain't yelling timber, but anyway, I'm not even going into all that. So please remove that from your brain and let's get right into it. As always, we start with the top 10. I'm gonna have 2 little honorable mentions and we're gonna get right to it. The 2 honorable mentions I got are really good and possibly could be inside of your top 10 fall fragrances. This is just my list, so take it with a grain of salt. If you smell these or if you haven't smelled these and you think this needs to go higher, let me know down in the comments below. Tell me I'm wrong. But the first one I got for an honorable mention, I think is a great fragrance, especially for the fall time that's coming up. This one, Cherry Fortune. So this here, Tom Ford, Lost Cherry, mixed with Xerjoff's and Naxos. So you got that little honey, you got that syrupy, sweet cherry. It's really good, especially ladies are going to love this a lot. Men, if you're not afraid of very sweet, syrupy fragrances like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, this one does come off syrupy, so it can make people a little bit sick if you're not used to that. You already know how Dua does. His stuff is extremely strong, and this one is no exception. Very, very strong. This one, to me, comes off like a cherry Dr. Pepper vibe. It's boozy, it's got tobacco, it's got a little bit of everything. It's super sexy, perfect for the cold. This will work in the winter time as well, especially, like I said, for ladies, because I think cherries come off a little bit better on them. I love it as well, but it's just an honorable mention. This one, Cherry Fortune. All right, the next one we got is probably gonna put some people up in arms why it is not in my top 10. There's been too many good ones that come. There's some that are staples that will be here until the day that I croak, which will never happen because I am not going to die. I refused to die. I've already made peace with it, so get used to seeing my little face. But this one here, get ready to be mad. Amberlicious. So this is Herms Hombre Nargui, however the hell you say it. Extremely popular fragrance. This one had a lot of buzz and it still gets a lot of buzz. This is one of the best amber fragrances on the market. Very boozy, dark, it's sexy, it's inviting, fantastic for the cold weather. So for the times that we got coming up, especially if you live in extremely cold climates, and especially when they come on really quick, this, you only need a couple because it's strong. It brings them in and makes people want to stay there, especially if you're a female and you have this on. Put it on your body, the men's gonna wanna snuggle, and vice versa. Or if you're into men on men, whatever you're into, this will bring them to you. Just know it's a little sexy and a little strong, so take it a little bit easier on the trigger. All right, we got those 2. Now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes, or the fall fragrances that I think are the top 10. All right, now keep this in mind. I put these in order what I think. This was a hard list to do. All of these could be interchanged a little bit. There's a couple that were in my top 5 that moved down and vice versa. Things change, my nose changes a little bit, so this is what I got. But my top 10 and my number 10 is gonna be Drowning in Zest. This here is extremely sexy. And if this is at number 10, just imagine the 9 that are coming ahead of this. This one is a hybrid. Drowning, which we already know, the Drowning Vanilla is Nishane Ani. The Zest, not too much needs to be said about that. That's Mugler's Ultra Zest, kinda. I think, in my own personal opinion, that Dua did Ultra Zest better, okay? It's a little bit more oomph into the citrus, so take it for what you will, but these 2 combined together, you get that gorgeous powdery citrus vanilla, and then you have the overpowering, super sexy, warm yet bright citrus from Zest, all blended together. That blood orange is just, it's, mwah. I think it's a gorgeous, beautiful fragrance on women, on men, on anything, whatever you call yourself, put this on you. If you wanna be a fridge, put it on your fridge and smell great. This thing is super sexy, but it's only my number 10, Drowning in Zest. All right, coming in number 9, one that just got vaulted, I didn't even know. This was already in the list. When I saw it, I bought a couple bottles. I already have a bunch of them. I don't want to be without it. I think it's a great fragrance. We have some that are similar in this list, but this one is its own thing, and this one, Poseidon's Fireplace. So this one, the Kang. Aventus, Poseidon, that's that part. Fireplace, By the Fire, Replica, Mason, Martin, Margiela. You both already know together they were going to be fantastic. So you have pineapple, you have that smokiness. So imagine that scorched pineapple, not the Dua one, but a little bit different. This one a little bit more of a mass appealing fragrance. The pineapple is done great. There's like almost a burnt marshmallow type vibe in here. You guys all know the vibes that come from By the Fireplace. Just add that pineapple into it. This becomes something that is fantastic. This thing is great with candles. This thing is great in lotions. This is great with anything. I think it is extremely sexy, ultra unisex. Both can wear it. Both will probably love it. And if you don't, maybe something's wrong with your nose, or we just gonna go on to the next one. All right, getting into number 8, one that has been in my list for years, one that you guys have heard me talk about for a long time. Guess what? I ain't gonna stop talking about it. The one that I got in number 8 spot, which is actually a shock because I think it should normally be a little bit higher, Aphrodisiac. So this one, Initio, Psychedelic Love, it got me love struck. And this is a gorgeous floral, has this smoky, myrrhy, incensey type of vibe to it. It's got this rose into it. It is a touch floral. So if you're newer into the game, you may not like this one, okay? Because you may say, oh, it's very girly. But once you experience a little bit more maturity into the fragrance game, this thing is a game changer. Super sexy fragrance, great for dates, really great for sexy time or whatever you want to do with it. I'm just telling you, I think it is very good. It is a floral. So like I said, maybe you want to sample it, plug. If you want to, duasamples.com. Get this and all of the other fragrances in here. I think they're probably going to be in stock. Black Friday's coming up. You all know what's up. But it's really good. It's been around a very long time. Still in my top 10 list. Aphrodisiac. All right, getting into number 7. This one may have topped my list last year. I can't remember exactly what was number 1. But this one is at number 7 because we had some other ones come in, swoop in and take the lead here. This one is a mind-blowing fragrance, Latin Tobacco. This here, Ormond Jane's Mon Tobacco, just is a mind twist on a regular everyday tobacco fragrance. This is a freshie, but it's made for the fall. This takes it's like a fresh ashtray, if that can make any sense to you. It comes off smoky, okay? But not like you're thinking in your brain. It's a bright, fresh tobacco. It just plays with your mind. This is another one maybe you want to sample, but this is one I would say where Aphrodisiac is a little bit challenging. This one, unless you just completely are struck off from smoke, this is an easy wear. It is a mass pleaser. It is one that's going to get you compliments. I get compliments every time that I wear this, especially now. Look at the juice I've destroyed from this. I wear it a lot, especially for times right now, Latin Tobacco. All right, getting into number 6, one of my oldest fragrances that I have from the newer generation of Duas. This one I spoke about a bunch of times. Actually, I had my friend Dana Lemon. She makes the lotions, and this was the first one that I had to put because I just love the way that it smells. This does have some characteristics like Poseidon's Fireplace, but this does its own little twist. This one here, 44 Shades of Poseidon. Now, before you get into it, yes, I did get the Madagascar, Poseidon, whatever, the newer one that just came out. I do love it a lot. I think that one is a little bit brighter. This one is designed for fall. This one has this incensey vibe to it. So you still get that crispy pineapple. It's still juicy. You get that vanilla that is so sexy. And in the Madagascar, honestly, the vanilla I like better, I think, but the incense vibe that you get from this gives it the fall feel that I love. I think this is still, maybe it's just from nostalgia or whatever it is, but it's just still so good. It's sexy, like I said, vanilla, but a little bit of smoke, pineapple, perfection. 44 Shades of Poseidon. All right, coming up in number 5, One that a lot of people already know. It's been around for a hot minute. It's still around for a hot minute. This one, Tux. This one really doesn't need an introduction. This is Yves Saint Laurent's Tuxedo. I think he did a very killer job. I think Kuba, he said the same thing. Most anybody that smells this will say it's pretty damn close. If you think it's so far off, maybe check your nose, player, or you got it plugged up. But this thing is super sexy. Rose, patchouli, one of the best in the line from Dua or any fragrance. That's why they did a mustache. That's why they did other fragrances that are very similar to Tuxedo, because it is such an alluring, sexy, formal type of scent. Wear this to dates, wear this out to business meetings, to things like that, black tie events. It is perfect. It is going to scream, it is going to be loud, and it is going to get you noticed. This one is super sexy. Tux. All right, number 4. This one I do believe was probably top 5 last year in my fall. It's still here. It is so hard to beat because it is so unique. This one, you've seen the video on it. If you haven't, I'm gonna put a link right here because I do think you need to watch it. Spice It Up at Casino Royale. This one, I don't hear enough people talking about. Still in stock, okay? Another one easy to grab. It's like a fruity candy, which is weird because this is Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb, not the extreme, so a little bit more fruity. Then you take Casino Royale. Obviously, we already know that's Mason Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540, the extrait version. So you mush those two together, and for some reason, they smell like nothing that they both do separately, but together they come off in their own thing. A very good clubbing fragrance, a very nice fall fragrance if you're trying to go out shopping into the stuff and you got on a nice little jacket, but you still want to push through the cold air that's going to be crispy and nipply, nipple, then this is going to get it done, okay? This one, Spice It Up at Casino Royale, definitely underrated. Check it out. All right, getting into the top 3, these are illustrious. Again, if you want to check out any of these fragrances or you don't know if you like them or not, check out the Dua samples. It'll be down in the description below. I'll put even a code for you guys right here, fall 10. Save yourself 25% if you use the code when you go down there. Tell them I sent you. But anyway, number 3, this one, it just is. You guys have seen the video for it. If you haven't, check it out. But this one, my number 3 fragrance, probably should be higher. Plum Cigarillo. This one, I told you I could feel it way down in my plums. Super sexy. This is a Dua original. I love Dua originals. I think this is such a unique fragrance. I mentioned in the video that it gives off like this Play-Doh vibe, and it's still there. But when I can describe this, this is a smooth, and I mean extremely smooth, not powdery, not creamy, like right in the middle, like tobacco-y plum. Is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's just balanced just right. But for the cold air that we have, for the fall air that we have, like I said, it's not overly sweet, so it's not gonna kill you. It's extremely unique. It just smells just different, okay? It's something that I think majority of people have to smell. This is not gonna put you in that category of like iconic plumlicious, like in that territory. This is a completely different type of scent, okay? It's its own type of plum. The plum is there. It is not a key player, but it does like play the background really beautiful. The tobacco is not overly masculine. I do think women can pull this off, but I do think ultimately majority of men will love this, but women are going to love to smell this on the man, and maybe even the other way around. Check it out if you haven't. Plum Cigarillo. And hey, we got number 2. No surprise here, Royal Cherry Tartar. This one could be in my winter list as number 1 or number 2. I don't need to say much. If I need to describe this, this may be your first time, so I will indulge you. Royal Cherry Tartar, kind of, is Parfum de Marly's Leighton, kind of, okay? It does smell similar to it, very close to it, but then it takes its own direction. This is apple, this is vanilla, and this is steroids. That's exactly what's in here, okay? He took Parfum de Marly's Leighton, which was already pretty strong for most people, and then took it up, and then took it up again to the max, okay? This is one of the strongest fragrances that I own. Look at this, okay? I'm down to the last bit here. I have other bottles, okay? Don't be afraid, but it is such a good fragrance. When I'm looking for something, honestly, my most worn fragrance is in the cold, and I need something quick, and I'm like, what the hell do I put on? For some reason, this little guy is always here for me. I can hit myself with like 3-4 sprays and I am straight. This is nuclear beast mode. You've seen it in my beast mode videos for a reason. Super sexy. People are going to smell you. Okay, so this can easily transition you from fall to winter, no problem. Doesn't matter if you live in Antarctica, this will still push through. Royal Cherry Tartar, number 2. All right, my number 1 fragrance. When I think of a quintessential fall fragrance, I only can think of one thing, like a girl or a guy sitting around in a nice little warm little hoodie or something, sipping on a nice cup of cocoa or a nice cup of Joe. This one here will fit that bill. Café de Dua. All right, so this is another Dua original. I think this is the best currently on the market coffee fragrance. This is warm, this is inviting, this is like caramelly macchiato with a little bit of biscotti. It's dessert-like, it's gourmand, but it just screams to me fall. It has this gorgeous like gourmand, invite, come to me type of fragrance. So you put it on, you yourself feel cozy. You just kind of want to sit in the house, you know? You put it on, you're like, I'm gonna go for a jog. You spray this on, you ain't going for the jog anymore. You're gonna sit down, put on your most comfy little joggers or whatever, put a little blankie around you, kick up, maybe pull some back reruns of Sex and the City, something like that. This is gonna put you in that vibe, in that mood. This topped those other ones just because when I'm talking about fall, when I'm talking about autumn, this is that. The leaves are falling. This is going to fall all over my body. I'm gonna put it on right now because I absolutely love it. I'm in a coffee house. It is warm, it is sexy. Definitely try this one. And yes, I know Café de Dua 2.0 is out. I do enjoy this a little bit better. Again, depends on what we're going for. I will get into that video as well if you guys want to. That one may need to go into the winter because it is a little bit more of a beast. This one, more tamed, more seductive, if you will. Café de Dua, number 1, not the number 2. Café de Dua, the original. All right, that's all I got. I'm gonna be trying to do as many videos as I can. We all have live things going on. You know, I'm doing my best with it. Hopefully you guys can interact with me down below. If you are not on the Dua fan page, get over there and say hello to me and the rest of the fam. It's the Dua brand on Facebook. Go see me on Instagram as well. I love to chat with everybody. Like I said, down in the comments, I will always interact with everybody. It's my favorite thing. Sorry, I do miss you guys and I love you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Till I see you again, be blessed. Stay fresh.